Hi guys, Steph here. Today we're asking the question, what's in the box? Oh, it always reminds me of a game show, that. So yes, it's what's in the box video today. And I was rummaging through all the boxes, and obviously I've got lots of pens that are waiting to be restored, waiting to be claimed, waiting to find new homes. And one such pen is actually this one here. And here it is. And it says, or it does what it says on the box. So I found this in one of the boxes, took a look at it, and I thought, blooming heck, what a gorgeous pen. That deserves to be actually find a new home, for somebody to be using it, to enjoy it, because it's a very nice, handsome pen. And as you can see, first of all, it comes in this Conway Stewart box, which is a little bit aged, but in great condition. Absolutely lovely. Now, if we open the box for you, let's take the pen out, pop that just to one side. A lovely thing about this particular pen, in my opinion, I think it's a X-stock fountain pen. Now, the reason I'm saying that is, look, we've got the box, which is in nice condition, but inside, look at that. Okay, we've got actually the instruction sheet, and it's never been opened, or it's never been unfurled, or whatever the word is. Okay, so it's the instruction sheet, and this is how it came out of the factory. So I'm not going to open it. I'm going to leave that pleasure to the new owner. But that's how in lovely condition this one is. As I say, this is exactly as it came out of the factory. Never been opened or never been unfolded, or whatever the word is. Absolutely superb. So I've got a lovely box with the original instructions inside. Absolutely superb. And not only is the box superb, but look at this gorgeous pen as well. And what we've got for you here is a pen that I've shown you in the past, but a beautiful example. This is the Conway Stewart number 27 fountain pen. As you can see, comes in this gorgeous classic black colour. And if we show you the barrel imprint, it's got the later barrel imprint in that it reads Conway Stewart 27, as you can see there on the top line, and then just underneath it's got made in England. So as you'd expect from a, again, in my opinion, X-stock pen, lovely clear imprint. Well, we're on the barrel, there you go. It's a Conway Stewart clip as well. It's got the Conway Stewart logo to the end of the clip, as you can see there. If we take you up to the cap, you can see the Conway Stewart 27 came with this large gold-filled cap band, as you can see there. It came obviously with a gold-filled clip, the Conway Stewart, what we term as a diamond clip. It's got the diamond logo to the very top there. Again, in lovely condition. To the very top, we've got this peaked jewel to the top of the cap there, which complements the peaked barrel end, as you can see there. But all in all, in stunning condition. You'll notice also a lot of these pens, you can see for whatever reason, the clip on them looks to be a different, slightly different colour to the cap band. Some people have said, oh, is the cap band worn? The answer is no, it's not. As I say, this pen, in my opinion, is X-stock, never been used. The The cap band is in superb condition. It's just that I don't know the reason being. Maybe some people will actually know and they'll leave a comment, help us down below. But on occasions we do find them where the clip looks to be a different gold colour, whether it's a different carat of gold plate, I'm not sure. But again, in my opinion, in superb condition, no wear, no brassing, etc. Absolutely superb. Now, the size of this pen from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, 129mm capped. Around the barrel, it's just a tad over 11mm in diameter. As I say, this is the, in my opinion, the later version because of the barrel imprint as I've just shown you. And another thing you may have noticed, you may have not, they came with two different sizes of clips. They came with a shorter clip and a longer one. This is a slightly longer clip, as you can see there. Also, the 27 date-wise, I would say from early 1950s through to the early 1960s. And they came in a multitude of different colours. The spec was the same, i.e. the band and the clip, etc. There were lever fill pens, but they came in different kind of marble colours. They came in the very collectible herringbone colours in green, blue, red, etc. They came in the lovely hatch patterns, the green, grey, plum, blue hatch patterns as well. A couple of burgundy, green marbled, tiger eye, the tiger eye colour as well. Just to mention a few of the colours, okay, this one being the classic black. I believe also they may have actually, well, as I say, some of them came with a shorter clip, okay, so this one being the longer clip, as you can see there. But all in all, as I say, this particular one is in superb condition. Let's unscrew the cap. Okay, let's show you the pen in numerous different angles, in beautiful condition. Now, when I say in beautiful condition, when I took it out of the box, I thought, right, we'll give it a service. I basically just, I gave this a, if you like, the dental treatment. Okay, now the dental treatment was simply a clean and a polish. We took everything apart, cleaned everything, and gave it a polish. Now, once again, when I actually disassembled it, when I took the old sack out from inside the pen, okay, I kept it for you people, and look at that. Wrong way round. So there you go, Conway Stewart. So it came with the original sack, as you can see there. Okay, now the problem being with these, let's just put a bit of tissue down, is that at this particular age, what happens is, look at that, they just simply solidify and they just crumble, as you can see there. Okay, so that is why you need to replace the sack on most vintage pens. And we did that with this particular one. We've put a brand new sack in it and it's now ready to go. There we go, there's the lever. And it just locks into place, as you can see there. And it's now ready to go to a new home for somebody to enjoy it for many years to come. Let's take you up to this section. You can see the section, typical Conway Stewart section there, with this slight lip towards the nib. And on this particular model, it's got the correct Conway Stewart 14 karat gold, and then to the bottom you can see it has a number 5 So it's the number 5 nib, which is the correct one for this pen. There's the sideways view. And when we said clean and polish, even the feed there you can see is lovely and clean. Okay, as it should be. And it's ready to go, as I say, for somebody to enjoy and write for many, many years to come. I'm not going to fill it as usual. We've put a new sack, everything's lovely and clean. We're going to leave that pleasure to the new owner. But let's just see how it writes, because it looks to have a broad nib. So what we've got is a Conway Stewart, and as we said, this is the number 27, made in England, and made around, I believe it's around about 1952 through to, again I've read, through to 1963. But writing very nicely indeed. It may actually have a little bit of a stub nib. There we go. We're now getting this this sort of creep into the ink as we're getting. I think this is still the original pad that I've been using for quite a while. I believe maybe what's happened is because of the weather, it's winter period. I think it might have, you know, the paper may have actually got damp, although to feel it's not damp. And I think that's what maybe is causing this bleeding to the ink, as you can see there. But if anyone knows the reason, then yeah, if you can help us out, why not? Leave a comment below. But basically that's it, a gorgeous pen waiting for a new home. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment down below, give the video a thumbs up if you will as well, please. Don't forget to subscribe. But for now, I'm just going to say Slavo Kriini from me and this gorgeous pen. Bye bye for now.